Hey, what's up, my Dokus? Jason, and welcome you back to more The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. Last time, we went through our morning tasks, defeating a monster who turned out to be mechanical, and helping out the church with a offering. This time, well, we technically have quote-unquote optional quests. We don't necessarily have to do them, but we're gonna do them anyway, because that's just who we are. Alright, so we need to start by going to... I think it's the south part of Legram, which is right here. We need to talk to Cindy. Hey there, Cindy. What brings you here? Oh, good day. You wouldn't happen to have seen Toval today, would you? I did, but I'm afraid he's currently out of town attending to some business. I see. Do you need something from the guild? It's nothing too important. Well, Toval did leave us in charge of the guild for the day. Oh yeah, and we're right here, so just ask us if you need anything. That's right, helping others is what the guild does, and that's what we're here for too. Lady Laura, I simply can't ask you to give up your time for my sake. But if you insist, then I suppose. I happen to be looking for some luminous grass, you see. Oh? I can't recall ever hearing of such a plant before. I assume it's well known here in Legram. That's right. It's a rare flower that grows in the surrounding countryside. It has the unusual trait of blooming only on sunny days, only when the previous day was foggy. That certainly is unusual. I guess that makes today the ideal day to go find some then. That's correct. And that's why I made my way to the guild to ask Toval to find some for me. But as you just informed me, he isn't in today. I can't really go out onto the highway on my own because of the monsters though. So I'm at a loss of what to do. So, would you be willing to go gather some for me instead? Leave it to us. Really? Thank you so much. I have a pretty good idea as to why you might want it, but allow me to ask. I assume you're planning to make a charm, right? That's correct. A charm? In Legram, when someone you hold dear embarks on a long journey, it's tradition to make a charm for them. Then you give it to that person to take with them, and it's supposed to bring them good luck. Wow, I never heard of any traditions like that. It's a custom that stretches all the way back to the Middle Ages. It's said to begin when people offered charms to members of the Eisenritter as they left for the distant battlefields. Fascinating. And so how is the luminous grass used to make these charms then? Well, the traditional way has you place one on its petals within the charm itself. Because of how the flowers bloom, people believe that they had the power to clear any fog. And because of that, this flower came to symbolize victory over chaos. Wow, that's pretty deep. Yeah, that actually sounds like a really cool charm. Have you ever been given one, Laura? I have, actually. Cindy gave me one right before I left for Thor's. Saria and Chloe both gave me one too. I keep them in my desk at the academy. While I look at them, it always makes me feel a little closer to home. They are some of my most prized treasures. I'm so pleased to hear you say that. She does really care for Laura, doesn't she? I think we can safely assume so. Back to the luminous grass, though. What exactly does it look like? It's the only flower with white petals that grows around here, so that'll be the easiest way to find it. They may be rare, but we should be able to find one if we search the Abel Highway. I've heard they're found more frequently at higher elevations, particularly near steep cliffs and the like. Well, with that much information, we ought to be able to find one. Let's start the search while we still have plenty of daylight. Yeah, time for flower power. Thank you very much. Good luck. Alright, Charmed by the Eisenritter is started, and then if we come over here to the inn, we need to talk to Wyber. Oh, hello everyone. Have you come along after seeing the request I sent to Toval? That's right. You're in search of some sort of elusive fish, correct? I am. I feel like I should be apologizing for asking you guys to help me with a personal request, but are you up for it? If you are, I can share the details with you all right now. You're in luck. Our schedule is just so happen to have an opening. Ah, thank you very much. Just like the request mentioned, I want you guys to seek out a certain elusive fish for me. It's a peculiar variety of salmon, known as gold salmon. Just like the name says, its body has a golden glow, not unlike the look of the Goldia itself. That must be an exquisite fish. Sounds rather garnish, honestly, but I'd rather see it to judge for myself. Have you ever seen this fish before, Wyber? Unfortunately, all I know is what I've heard from the rumors. Bem, who's usually fishing at the back of the inn, is usually the one who told me about it. Its golden color isn't its only distinctive trait either, he said. He mentioned that its flavor is to die for, too. Oh, now you've got my attention. I'm afraid I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in the taste myself. That's certainly understandable. After hearing so much about it, I wanted nothing more than to try it. I've been bugging Toval about it for quite a while now. And now it seems like, thanks to you, I might finally get the chance to try it. Fishing, huh? I guess racers even take on jobs like this. If this fish is so elusive, though, what are the chances we could even catch one before the day's end? That does seem to be the most obvious issue here. Is it even possible to catch this fish in Lake Abel? Doesn't seem so, unfortunately. Bem mentioned that he did catch several of them here at one point, but he hasn't found one at the end of his line for several decades now. That doesn't exactly inspire confidence, you know? How did we go about catching it then, and where? Well, I've actually received some promising info from Toval to put me back on the trail. He claims he's seen a golden sparkle in a river along the highway several times now. All the sparkle sightings have been in different locations, though. Well, at least that narrows our search to the river. True. It'll be much easier than trying to search the lake would be. We might be able to find it then. I know it won't be easy, but I'd be pleased as punch if you did catch one. But now that I think of it, do you have the right tools for the job? Sure do. I brought my rod with me. Will this work? Let's see what you got there. My word, is that the Lake Lord Company's highest grade fishing rod? The gold salmon is supposedly quite a hefty fish, but catching it should be no issue with this. You must have fishing in your blood if you have a rod this nice. Thanks. Allow us to make our way then. Yeah, let's go. Alright, that quest is started, so let's head out to the highway. As now, we need to go searching for pretty much a bunch of grass, as well as, you know, this golden catch. So, okay, well, that's where we need to go.
A challenging
but I'm going to go over here
care.
first. For if we do, here we go. Oh my, what pretty flowers. They look so clean and white. Are these luminous grass? They are. You can still see beads of dew clinging to them. Sunlight shining through the droplets make the flowers shine. They're so shiny. Here, allow me. Alright, we should take this back to Cindy at once. Right, let's not waste time. Alright, well, now that we've got the luminous grass, we can make our way back and talk to this girl. That shiny golden glow. I simply can't wait to catch it. This seems like a good spot to fish, but I wasn't expecting someone to be here already. They seem to be an ordinary civilian, and a noble at that. I'm surprised she strayed this far from town. Should we try talking to her? Yeah, might as well. Excuse us, could we talk to you for a moment? Who are you? Wait, I recognize you. You're that military academy student who saved me in my hour of need several months ago. Oh yeah, I think we did meet once before. Oh, so you know her? Yeah, we ran into her while we were out in Celtic in our very first field study. Now I remember, one of our tasks involved delivering a lost wallet to its owner. And it just so happened that the wallet belonged to this lady in front of us. I see. I'm very grateful for what you did for me. Sadly, that wallet became rather lighter than since you returned it to me. Oh? Might we ask what brings you out here? I would have thought that was obvious. I'm trying to catch my dinner, of course. Some may think of fishing as a leisurely hobby, but I would beg to differ. It's proven to be an essential survival skill. I see. I don't remember her being anything like this last time. So what's inspired you to come this far out of town to fish? You could have just sat on a dock in Legram, right? She could have, yes. Legram is conveniently situated right on the shores of Lake Abel, after all. Surely it wasn't necessary to brave the dangers of the highway to come out this far to just fish. That's where you're wrong, I'm afraid. A first-class angler needs a first-class spot. Easy fishing on the shore of the peaceful lake just wouldn't satisfy me. What is with this woman? She's certainly a unique individual. Sounds like you're after something special, if I had to guess. Indeed I am. I've come here seeking the elusive gold salmon. I heard tales of it being from a gentleman in Legram by the name of Ben. But he also informed me that it cannot be found in Lake Abel, which is what led me to this spot. And sure enough, not long ago, I finally caught a glimpse of a golden glimmer beneath the water's surface here. A golden glimmer? That sounds a lot like what Toval said he saw too. Looks like this must be the spot then. I should have known that you would be searching for it too. Very well then, let us compete to see who catches a gold salmon first. That's not really what I had in mind when we came out here. That aside, we seem to have found our location. True enough, let's get fishing. Alright, well, let us go ahead and fish. And this one's probably going to be the hardest one we've done so far. Oh, there's the gold salmon. Oh, exactly not, because he's only got 3 buttons that we have to mash. And like I said, I'm still the king of button mashing, and so this guy ain't gonna cause me any issues. Gotcha. Alright, we got the gold salmon. Impossible. You caught a gold salmon before me? How can this be happening? Now you're making me feel kind of bad about it. Still, thank you very much for telling us about the gold glimmer you saw. We may not have the thought of to fish here if you were not for your guidance. Fair play is a necessary element in any competition. Think nothing of it. Besides, I simply paid the price for underestimating you. It was my fault that I lost. I thought my experiences over the past several months had strengthened me, but it seems I still have room to improve. And improve I shall, until one day I am known across the land as the finest angler in all of Arabonia. Well then, I bid you good day. Yeah, more power to you. Alright, well, looks like we gotta head back and give this fish to Wyber. But first things first, we need to take this luminous grass to Cindy. Welcome back, Lady Laura. I see you managed to find some luminous grass. That we did. Here you go. Thank you so much. Now all that's left is to make sure the petals don't wither away. I see you're not wasting no time. You have a special man in mind, don't you? I hope he returns your feelings. But please don't misunderstand, Lady Laura. I might be making it for a man, but there's no special meaning or underlining feelings there. I'm just doing this as a way to offer my thanks to him. Your thanks? Might I ask what it is you're thanking him for? Well, you see, Sverri and I were out on the highway not long ago, but somehow we ended up quite a distance from the road lamps. And it was just the two of you out there alone. That seems rather dangerous. It was. As you might imagine, we were beset by monsters. However, one of the disciples of the Arcade school happened to be passing by and saved us from our predicament. He escorted us both back to town, but as soon as we returned, he left for the training hall to resume his practice. But in the end, we didn't have any chance to thank him properly. Sounds like a pretty cool guy. I like how he departed so gallantly at the end too. True, it was very dashing, but still, I did feel terrible about not being able to thank him for his selfless deed. Soon after, I learned that the disciples of the Arcade school all one day leave Legram to return to their homes. So you decided to make a charm for him. Your heart's in the right place, and your intentions are noble. I'm sure a disciple of the school would be more than happy to receive what we call the charm of promised victory. Yes, that's exactly it. Do you understand now, Lady Laura? I'm deeply grateful to him. You'll forever be the only one in my heart. Yes, I think I understand what you're saying perfectly. Do you really think she has no feelings for him, though? Not even a little bit? A maiden's heart holds many unknowable secrets. Oh yes, that reminds me. I've yet to properly thank you for your help, so please take this. Alright, we get Fairy Brooch. Did you make this yourself? I did. It's not quite the same as... It's not the same kind of charm, but I put my heart into making it all the same. I wasn't able to make one for everyone, so I hope it'll come in handy on your journey. Oh, this is pretty cute. Thank you very much. Alright, well now we need to go over to the inn and turn in this fish. Hey there everyone. Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the legendary gold salmon you have there? Defying all the odds, it actually is. Here you go. Oh my, it's so beautiful. I really can't thank you enough. It's even more splendid than in Bem's tall tales. Now I can see why people like it in its appearance to Goldia too. So, what are you gonna cook it for? When are you gonna cook it for us? Really now? I see you're as curious about its taste as I am. Naturally, I have every intention of sharing the taste of its triumphant catch with all of you. For how to bring it out of the finest flavor, river fish tend to be the best suited to grilling, so just wait a few minutes while I fire up the grill. I'm kind of looking forward to this now. And to think we got some food from one of our morning tasks too. It feels like we've been stuffing our faces today. Well then, what did you guys think? Where do I even start? Well, the amount of fat was just perfect. Sublime even. Agreed. I would have never imagined it would taste this exquisite. I'm glad to see my earlier skepticism was wholly unwarranted. It's hard to believe that this was just grilled. Yeah, I didn't even think that you could get a fish this tasty. I'm glad you all liked it. Even I was surprised at how delicious it was. It just melts in your mouth. I feel like it's my duty to share it with the rest of the town now. Looks like I'll have to put in another request with Tobal. I'm sure he'll gladly accept. Yeah, once he hears about how good it is, he'd have to be crazy to turn down the opportunity. You said it. Honestly though, I want to thank you again for all your help. Unfortunately, all I can offer is stock from the store, but please take it. I wish you all the best with the rest of your field study. Thank you. Good day then. Alright, that's quest complete. And there is nothing else that we need to do. That's everything that we can take care of right now, so let's go ahead and turn in our reports back at the branch. Should we head back to the guild and start filing everything away? Oh, are you finished? Yeah, we just finished getting everything sorted out. Goodness, that was exhausting. That little brat. She could at least try to help instead of lying around like a house cat.
I can't say I'm surprised. I doubt she's used to spending this long on such exciting tasks. Oh well, we're almost finished.
Alright then. Still, it really goes to show how top rate Toval is. He fulfills a lot of requests on his own, and still has time to handle all the day-to-day realties of running a guild branch. Indeed, it's even more impressive when you consider that he finds time to visit other regions of the country as well. His mobility and knack for solving problems are exactly what one would expect from a bracer.
The guild may have been forced out of the country, but he's still out there trying to help out as many people as he can. Even when we were in Breahard, he came to our aid. And if you look at all these records, it's clear that the people really trust him and rely on him for help.
That's very true, but... Is something the matter? Nah, I was just thinking. If bracers play an essential role to the people of other countries, why are they not just as essential to Erebonians?
Well...
You may be right, but not just because they help maintain public order and provide other services. That ideal prioritizing the protection of civilians above all else is pretty noble. It's something people admire.
That's certainly true. In many ways, it's that form of nobility that's beginning to fall by the wayside with Erebonia's aristocracy.
I'm not sure the issue is as black and white as you'd have it. The Guild is an organization first and foremost, and one based far too much on idealism, and far too little on practicality. Donations and public funding can only go so far in covering its operating costs. It's no stretch at all to say that with the Empire as it is now, the Guild's removal was inevitable. That's what my brother said once when we discussed this.
Useless.
Looks like his brother is weighing on his mind. I suppose that's another way to look at it.
I have to admit, it sounds rather cold and dismissive, but it does carry more weight coming from Rufus Alberea. Emma, they're so big and soft. Milliam?
Look at that, she doesn't even have to be awake to be an irritant. Anyway,
it shouldn't take too much longer to finish filing the rest of the reports. We should focus on getting everything done and returning to the mansion.
Sounds good to me.
Excuse me, is anyone here?
Oh, you're that girl who works at the store, aren't you?
Oh, Lady Laura. Is Toval here, by any chance?
I'm afraid Toval is out of town on business at the moment. Is something the matter?
They haven't come home. Julian and Carno still haven't come back from the castle.
Wait, you don't mean... Did those two go to Lohengrin Castle? Surely you don't mean to suggest they took a boat without any supervision?
I'm afraid so. They said something about going on an adventure, and then they took one of the boats without even asking. It's evening now, and they still haven't come back.
This sounds like a serious problem. Yeah, and right when Toval is away from the guild, too. We'll have to do whatever we can to help out. I agree. We can't just stand around and hope they'll come back.
If we're to search the lake, we'll need a boat ourselves. I'll have Klaus prepare one for us at once. Will you do that? I'll wake Milliam and we'll have another look around the town to see if we can find them.
Splitting up and searching the town does seem to be the best course of action.
Thank you.
Rest assured, we'll do all we can to find them. Well, I think it's safe to say the boys aren't in town. Looks like they really did head out towards the castle in a boat. The lake seems been calm, but there's no sign of a boat on the water, so at least it's unlikely they capsized.
Guess that leaves the castle then, right?
Lohengrin Castle was once the stronghold of the Eisenritter. And while the Arcade family is still its stewards, it's rare that anyone ventures inside. I hope nothing terrible has happened to them.
Their parents are really worried too. I've asked them to stay at home and wait for us to contact them, but
At this point, all we can do is venture into the castle and see what we find. We have to use a boat now, do we not?
we do. A couple of students from the Arcade Arcade school are preparing an orbital boat for us as we speak. It does worry me that it has started to grow misty again, though.
Well, we'll head down to the wharf. Let's make sure all our equipment is sorted out and we have everything we need just in case. Right, let's hurry. Alright. Well, we got nothing left to do. Let's go ahead and head down to the boat and head over to the castle.
I see the orbital boat has been prepared.
My lady, yes, we just finished getting it ready for your departure.
So this is an orbital boat, huh? Looks kind of fun.
This hardly seems like the time to be getting excited for a boat ride.
I've operated orbital boats before, so I'll steer us to our destination.
Alright, we'll leave it to you then. My lady, please wait. I still feel like we ought to be the ones going out and searching. You shouldn't have to trouble yourself with matters like this. I appreciate your concern, but as the Viscount's daughter, I feel this is part of my duty to the people of Legram. It also happens to fall under the scope of our field study. Can't deny that.
We'll do all we can to support her. You needn't worry.
Very well. I doubt there's anything more I can say that'd get you to change your mind. The last patrol of the castle was just a few days ago, and there's no sign of anything unusual then. It shouldn't be that dangerous. Really? The wind blowing from the direction of the castle does feel pure.
It's said that the castle's atmosphere is cold and clear due to its connections to St. Sandlot and the Eisenritter. It's highly uncommon for monsters to settle there, so the children are most likely safe. Although it's impossible to rule out that an accident may have befallen them.
Either way, we need to get over there and find out as soon as possible.
Indeed, we should depart at once. Is everyone ready to depart?
Yeah, ready whenever you are. Please take care, my lady. I and the other students will be awaiting your safe return.
Thank you. I promise that whatever's out there, we'll take care of it. Okay, let's get this show moving. What do you think's waiting for us inside that castle?
So, you passed out on the couch the moment we returned to the guild, but now you're simply popping with energy. William, you know this isn't a game, right?
I know, but as long as Lamie's with us, there's nothing to worry about. Let's just grab those kids so we can go exploring. William? She doesn't seem nervous in the slightest.
Did you guys just hear a bell? Yeah, it came from the direction of the castle.
Well, Logengrin Castle does have a bell tower, but as far as I was aware, access to it has been sealed off. Then who's ringing it?
A bell tolling at night in the old stronghold of the Eisenritter. We'd best be prepared for anything. We're almost there. Let's make sure we're prepared before we head ashore. Well, here we are. Hey, do you think that is the boat the children took? I can't imagine who else it would be. At least they appear to have reached the castle safely. Then it's safe to assume they went inside as well.
Well, it's well past sundown now. We need to find them as soon as we can. Looks like that path will take us up the cliff.
Right, that path will take us to the castle's entrance. Mind your footing, though. The night is dark and the trail uneven. Alright, well, let's head up there.
So this is St. Sandlot's old stronghold, Lohengrin Castle.
This is the first time I've come here at night. Be careful of your footing.
Whoa, what's that?
Something strange about the castle.
Is that glow just the moonlight?
Also kind of like you can see Legram from here. It's just hanging out over there.
So this is Lohengrin Castle.
The ancient stronghold of Saint Sandlot, gathering place of the warriors of old. It looks even more beautiful up close.
Yeah, but what's up with that weird glow?
I've been here several times before, but I've never seen it like this.
I can sense a very strange wind blowing from within. It doesn't feel like monsters, though.
I can feel it too. Like something is writhing around inside.
Wait, what kind of something?
I feared as much. I can definitely sense the presence of the dead.
Emma?
I'm all right, but we're going to need to tread carefully in there.
Right. There's no telling what may happen when we venture inside. We should make certain we're ready before entering.
There's something very strange happening here. Let's make sure we're ready for whatever we may find inside. Should we go in right away? Oh. I hit the wrong button.
It won't budge.
Did the door just seal itself shut on its own?
You stupid door! Lammy! Bust it open!
Well, that was unexpected.
No!
So not even Air Getlum can break us out of here?
It appears that there's a barrier in place.
What kind of barrier? Are you talking about that strange symbol that appeared on the door for a moment?
How would you know something like that, Emma?
Well, I've always had a pretty strong sixth sense about these kinds of things. So sometimes I can sense things that aren't visible to the naked eye.
Sixth sense?
Fascinating.
Come to think of it, this isn't the first time you've reacted strangely to unusual phenomena.
Eustace has a point.
I've heard that people from the church can make use of some strange powers. So are you a sister of the church or something?
Kind of the opposite. Oh, you got me. I've always been a big supporter of the church.
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
Emma, just who are you?
What's that sound?
It's the bell we heard earlier.
Something's approaching to the left and the right.
Monsters, is it?
No. These are no ordinary beasts.
But we're going to have to fight them all the same. Bring it on! My turn!
Alright, looks like we have some new enemies. Shadow Spirits. And they're easily able to be taken down. Which means we need to use detectors so we can get some
Analyzing the
information
enemy's
on them.
vitals. All complete.
I'll handle
And it looks like they can very easily confuse us, which
You
is
still
not a
have
good
a lot
sign.
of training to do.
Ooh, looks like Reen got a level up. And
Just getting started.
Gaius got a level up as well.
Looks like we beat them.
Are you all right, Milliam?
What were those things?
Mysterious spirits. Though perhaps it would be more appropriate to call them fiends. Either way, they were no ordinary opponents.
The higher elements seem to be present here as well. And I suspect that's true of the whole castle.
Yeah, it did feel that way. Though I'm still not sure what the ringing bell from earlier has to do with anything.
This place seems to be even more dangerous than we could have anticipated. And as long as that barrier remains in place, so will we. We're going to need to search for a way out.
Okay, Emma. Looks like we're going to need to rely on this sixth sense of yours in order to navigate this castle safely. You don't have to tell us anything if you're not comfortable. Right now, our safety is in your hands. Can we count on you?
Yes, of course.
Alright, then time is of the essence. With fiends like those roaming the castle, I'm even more worried about the children.
True. We should start looking right away.
We're going already! Can't we rest here a little longer?
Those fiends scare the strength right out of your legs?
No! That's totally not it!
You're more than welcome to stay here and wait.
Whoa, waiting by myself would be even worse!
Alright, let's see what we can find.
Right.
Emma can now use the S-Craft Lord of Alberian. Well, we have a whole castle to explore. And next time on The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, we get started. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a like, troops out a ton. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you guys all
Right.
later.